good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On first down, here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second down and a yard. Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Let's go now.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud out of the gun here. And this one is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. First carry now for David Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going for it with Pierce. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But it appears that they ran man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Stroud. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. Few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now Goff. He completes this to Russell Gage. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Quick toss by Goff is complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Stroud now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Stroud now on 1st and 10. This will be complete to Mechie. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Stroud will look to throw once more. Floating one, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mechie, the man in motion. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this.
Touchdown! Tank Dell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. The Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. There he goes left side. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air, really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfections in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's gone. And it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for gone. He's airing it out for Williams. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, here's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy in play when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the
gets even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
18 Cardinal.
Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. And Stroud now to throw. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off for big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Texans go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Gone. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. David Montgomery, 85 yards. And the Lions Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone. I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Cameron Sutton, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. For this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, but it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Give to Pierce. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home